Hello, lovelies. Excuse my pajamas, but it's one of those days. I've been off with the cotton yarn lately. You have to really be careful when you read the cotton labels because not all cotton is created the same. Not all cotton is the same texture. Not all cotton is 100% cotton. You get a cotton blend with 15% acrylic in it, that stuff's not going in the dryer very well. You get 100% cotton, a good quality 100% kitchen cotton, you can pretty much light that bitch on fire and it'll be fine. So if you're looking for something that'll just wash and use without worrying about the yarn care delicates, cotton's your go-to, especially kitchen cotton. I use a lot of Lily's sugar and cream just because I like their cones. They're consistent. And let me grab this. These fit on a standard wooden yarn spindle. So I can plunk this thing down and make like 20 towels without moving, which is awesome. Easy peasy. On your yarn there will be a label. Most labels industry are called ball bands, no matter what shape your yarn skein is. Your yarn ball band will tell you what they suggest to use as a hook. I find for towels and your basic Lilies and Cream cotton, a 5 works good for me. Easiest thing in the world. You start with a slip hook, slip hook, slip loop, yarn over your tail, you crochet a stitch. Now for general kitchen towels, I like to do 40 stitches. It just seems to give a good base on your towel. It gives a good width to it, whether you're making a hanging towel or just a dish towel or even a placemat. A 40 inch. This is why I call it can of crochet, because I kind of know what I'm doing. But a 40 stitch base will start you off with pretty much any kitchen project. Now, there's a couple things that I like to do with my towels so I don't get as many gaps. No matter what stitch you decide to do, if you loop one and then make your next stitch on top of that stitch, you can do a double crochet, a single crochet, a treble crochet without having that little gap in the little, because at the edge you get that last stitch and then you get that chain 3. And that chain 3, when you're doing double stitches, always stands out. So you do one loop at the end of your project. I'm just doing a little demo scrap. And then you yarn over and go into the first loop knot on the hook. And I like making my towels with a half double base. If you're looking for a really sturdy towel, half double bases are really good. Half double towels take a lot of extra material, but they are much sturdier. Take your yarn, in your loop, yarn over. I'm getting a better camera soon. Put it in your next stitch, just do the top post. You should have 3 hooks, 3 loops on your yarn, and you hook the yarn and you pull it through all 3. Yarn over, put it through your next stitch, pull through all 3, yarn over, put it through your next stitch, pull it through, and all 3. And if you look, you can see that that's making it quite tightly woven, which is what you want in a kitchen towel. It also frogs very nicely. If you mess up, don't get frustrated. Sometimes you can go back to where you messed up and just pull the yarn out and redo. If it's not that big of a deal, leave it. Handmade items aren't supposed to be machine perfect reproductions. I think that's part of the charm of handmade items. Crochet is a lot to take in all at once. So just take your little snips and bits and pieces. There's a lot of videos that tell you how to do your slip knot or foundations. I'm still learning all of this, hence why I need the better camera so you can see. But once you get good, or once you get comfortable is better than being good. If you're good and you're not comfortable, you're not good. But I think that this is not only one of the best beginner projects to start with, not only because everybody needs a towel, a washcloth, a rag, you can make coasters, just make little squares or little circles. But this is a project you can work on, and when you're done, you can use around your house, which gives you that little bit of, hey, I made this, functional pride. I have my own difficulties with crocheting. A lot of times I have trouble reading patterns. Medical conditions and such, I tend to skim over a pattern and then kind of do what I'm doing. I'll show you. I got to the end of this row. Focus. I'm just going to make one loop, and then when you turn and over, and you just go in that first crochet, and that'll start your line without any kind of gap. See, you don't have to have something done and be, woo. You can just do this and go, woo, I did this. But that's your starting of the yarn.